What jokes are so dumb they are actually funny? Q. Do you know the difference between wallpaper and toilet paper? A. No. What? Q. Exasperated gasp. So, you're the one. Know what my grandfather said to me right before he kicked the bucket? How far y'all think I can kick this bucket? Quote. How do you build suspense? A priest, a pastor, and a rabbit entered a clinic to donate blood. The nurse asked what the rabbit's blood type was. And the rabbit replied, I'm probably a type O. Tell someone you have a joke and tell them to say knock knock. They say, knock knock. You say, who's there? Quote. Confusion ensues. What's leafy, nutritious, and invisible? Pull empty hand out from behind back. This cabbage. A blind man walks into a bar. Then a chair, then a table. How do you think the unthinkable? With an Itherberg. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. Why do divers fall off the boat backwards? Because if they fell forward they'd still be on the boat. Pirate walks into a bar. Bartender says, hey man, you know you have a steering wheel hanging out of your pants? Pirate says, ARRI matey, it's driving me nuts. What's a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? Usual response. R. Yar. Ye'd think it be R. But a true pirate's first love be the C. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. I was at the funeral of a friend of mine. His wife asked me if I could say a quick word. I stood at the front, cleared my throat, choked back the tears, and said, plethora. Thank you, his wife said as I sat back down. That means a lot. On this farm, there's a cow, a chicken, and a horse, and the three of them are best friends. They do just about everything together. And one day, they're sitting at the window of the house. And the farmer's kid is watching MTV. And they're watching it, and they hear the music. And the horse says, you know what? I'm gonna learn how to do that. So the horse calls up Guitar Center. And he says to the guy on the phone, hey, listen, I wanna learn to play guitar. Guy on the phone says, no problem. Come on down. No, there might be one problem. I'm a horse. Nah, it ain't a problem. We'll get some attachments. I can teach you to play. Promise. So horse turns out to be a natural. He gets good. And he calls over cow and chicken and he's like, look what I can do, and he jams out like Jimi Hendrix. And cow says, holy shit. That's awesome. I want to learn to do something like that too. What's like that? And horse says, bass. Learn to play bass. So cow calls up Guitar Center. And she says, hey, listen, I want to learn to play bass guitar. Guy on the phone says, no problem. Miss, come on down. This might be a problem. I'm a cow. Nah, no problem. I helped a horse recently. I can teach you to play too. Promise. So cow learns to play the bass. And cow is fucking amazing at it. So cow and horse are jamming. And chicken gets a bit jealous. He says, damn, I wanna learn something too. But not like that. Horse says, well, I mean, we need a drummer around here. So chicken calls up Guitar Center. And he says, hey, listen, I wanna learn to play drums. Guy on the phone says, no problem. Man, come on down. Maybe a problem. I'm a chicken. Nah, ain't no thing. I taught a horse guitar and a cow bass. I can teach you drums. So chicken learns the drums. And he's fucking amazing. So cow, horse, and Chicken all start having jam sessions whenever the farmer's out. And one day they're playing, and a big record agent is driving down the road, and he hears them, and he's like, what the fuck? That sounds amazing. So he stops at the farm, and he finds them all playing in the barn, and he says, holy shit. You guys sound awesome. I wanna represent you. Make this a real band. Make some music. You're gonna be huge. So Cow and Chicken and Horse take this guy's deal, and they move to the city. They cut albums, and they're big. Real big. Top 10 hits. Platinum albums. The works. They get set for their first tour. But there's a problem. See, Horse gets a phone call. His mom's real sick. Cow and Chicken, though, they're cool as hell. They say, listen, go see your mom. We'll delay the first show a couple of days. So fly back home, spend some time with her, and then jump on a plane and come meet us. Horse says, thanks, guys. You're the best, and he takes off. Couple of days later, Horse's mom is just fine. Turned out to be a real bad cold. She gets over it, and he spends another night there. The following morning, he gets a call. It's his agent. Cow and Chicken's plane went down. They died in the crash. The band is done. He's lost his best friends. And Horse. This breaks him. Man. He's been through so much with them. And he feels real down in the dumps. So he takes a walk. And while he's on that walk, he just can't shake the blue. So he figures to himself, alright, one drink. Just to get over it. So Horse walks into the local bar. Bartender looks at him and says, hey, why the long face? Quote, how many doors does a chicken coop have? 2. If it had 4, it would be a chicken sedan. What's brown and rhymes with Snoop? Dr. Dre. Okay, so I read this one in a joke book years ago and it was so dumb I've never forgotten it. Here's a poor retelling for you folks. A man is going for a walk when he sees this stunningly beautiful horse for sale, roaming about in a pasture. It's like a super gorgeous horse, powerful and big and grand and white with a long flowing mane. The dude's like, oh man, this is a gorgeous horse. I need to have this horse. So he goes to the house to ask about buying the horse. And the horse is owned by a priest. The priest happily sells the man his horse and helps him get set up. Now, there's a few things to know before you take this horse for a ride. To get him to go, you must say thank God. To get him to stop, you say the Lord's Prayer. Okay? Quote. Okay. Got it, the man replies, totally distracted by this gorgeous horse. He gets on the horse and the priest says, thank God. And the horse is off. And the man is living. They're like flying around through the fields and going faster and faster. When the man notices a cliff coming up fast, he panics and tries everything to stop the horse. Every religious phrase he can think of. But nothing works. Resigned to his fate, the man starts praying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And miraculously, the horse stops, inches from the cliff. The man is so relieved. He's near tears. He takes a handkerchief out of his coat and wipes the sweat off his brow, loudly exclaiming, thank God. Quote, where does the president keep his armies? In his sleeveys. What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car? Robin, get in the car.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.